Seventh class, sixth chapter, Africa. Africa is a continent where you find big deserts, dense forests, long and broad rivers, numerous large lakes, and grasslands stretching over thousands of kilometers. And it is a land where we find many wild animals, and it is the world's largest gold and diamond mines are located here. And human beings, they first evolved in Africa and later on they moved to other continents. Now, here you can see the world map and let us see the continents which are surrounding Africa. From Africa, if we travel to the east, we get Asia, India and Saudi Arabia. And again, if we are going to the west, we get South America. From Africa, if we are crossing the Mediterranean Sea, we reach Europe, which is in the north. And from Africa, if we travel to south, you get Antarctic continent. So these are the continents which are surrounding Africa. Now let us see here continental drift theory. So according to this theory, starting when the earth was formed, all the continents were together. So the land was together and it was surrounded by water. And the land was called as Pangaea. Earth and the water which was surrounding it was called as Panthalassa. Slowly earthquakes and some changes came and the continents had moved far away and water came in between them. At last, the 7 continents were formed. And here, when they divided, some continents went into the northern hemisphere called as Louisiana, and some continents were in the south hemisphere called as Gondwana land. Now, I think you all know how the continents were formed, and the second largest continent is Africa, and the biggest desert is Sahara Desert. And to know about the climate, we will go and see in this lesson. Now, what does the lesson Africa contain? So, in Africa, we'll be knowing about the locations and the latitudes which are passing through it, the rivers, the deserts, the lakes, and what type of climates are present in Africa. Now you can see the map and you can see 2 colors, brown and green. So the green part is near the equator where we are having equatorial forest. And the brown part in the north and the south of Africa, there we are having desert. In the north, we are having the Sahara Desert, which is the world's largest or biggest desert. And in the south, we are having Kalahari Desert. Now, we will see the locations and the boundaries. As I told you, the continents which are surrounding Africa, now let us see the boundaries. And in the east direction of Africa, we are having Indian Ocean, and to the south, we are having Antarctic Ocean. To the west, we are having Atlantic Ocean, and to the south, we are having Mediterranean Sea. So if you observe, almost Africa is surrounded by water, and it is having a large sea coast. And coming to the countries in Africa, there are 54 countries in Africa. And some important countries which you can look and find out are like Egypt, Libya, Sudan, South Sudan, Chad, Angola, Tanzania, Kenya, Somalia, South Africa, Namibia. So looking at this map, you can find out the countries. And you also have an island called Madagascar. Now, let us see the physical features of Africa. In Africa, you are having 2 deserts, Sahara and Kalahari. In the north, you have Sahara. In the south, you have Kalahari Desert. And we are having here Atlas Mountains in the north. And coming to the south, you are having Kilimanjaro, which is the highest peak in Africa. And we also have rivers. You can see River Nile, River Niger, River Volta, and River Chad in the north. Come to the south, you find River Congo, and you are having River Zambezi and River Orange also. And here we have freshwater lake. Lake Victoria is a freshwater lake, and as it is raining here heavily, a river Nile is starting from Lake Victoria and it is traveling to the north part of the Sahara Desert and it is going and joining in Mediterranean Sea. So these are the physical features. Now children, a small activity is given here. Here a map is given and the countries and the rivers. So looking at the map, find out the rivers, where they are traveling and in which ocean they are joining. Now if you see Lake Victoria, from there you have the Nile River and it is flowing and joining into Mediterranean Sea. And here orange, it is joining in Atlantic Ocean. And River Volta is also joining in Atlantic Ocean. Please look at the map and find out the rivers. They are traveling to which countries and they are joining in which oceans. And you also are having the lakes, Lake Victoria, Lake Tanganyika, and Lake Nyasa. You find them in the south, and in the north you are having a Lake Chad. Now, as I told you, Nile is the longest river and it is starting from Victoria and Lake Victoria and it is flowing to the desert and joining the Mediterranean Sea. And this Nile River, as it is flowing in the desert, it is giving water to the people and you find a civilization, Egyptian civilization. We find people settling on the either side of this river. They are using this river water for drinking and cultivating and also for transportation. If this river was not there, we could not find any life as it was a desert. So because of this river only, it had played an important role and you find the Egyptian civilization. So this Nile River is called as a gift to Egypt. And here you can see the mountains and the desert. You can see in the northmost near the Mediterranean Sea, you are having Atlas, and below you are having the Kilimanjaro, and you are having Sahara Desert, Kalahari Desert. And according to the height, the Kilimanjaro is occupying the 4th place in the world. And here you can see the world's largest desert. You can see in Africa, Sahara, Kalahari, again in Australia, Great Victoria, in the same way Arctic poles and Gobi. So these are the important deserts. Now let us see the climatic zones. And Africa is the only continent where you find 3 important latitudes. You find Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn. So generally we are having 3 zones, children: tropical region, temperature region, and frigid region. So tropical region, it is between Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. So the whole place will come under the tropic region. And you all know that in your 6th class, you read that equator will divide the earth into 2 equal halves, into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So equator, it is dividing here in Africa into 2 equal parts. So Africa is in the middle of the earth. And as equator is here, it is very, very hot. So it is hot near the equator and it rains heavily. So what type of climate you find around the equator means it is hot and it rains heavily and it rains daily. And you will not find any winter season. And next coming is the temperate region. That region you will find in the north and the south, above Tropic of Cancer and here below Tropic of Cancer in the South Africa. So these regions which are lying to the south and the north, they come of tropical zones. They come under temperate regions and they have summer and winter seasons also. Now, let us see how the rain is distributed in Africa. Here we find three types of rainfall. We are finding heavy rainfall and moderate rainfall and low rainfall. Heavy rainfall. As I told you, equator is very hot and it will rain heavily and daily also. So the blue color part is indicating you the place where it rains heavily. So it is on the either sides of the equator and in the central and the western part of Africa. And you can find here dense forest or the equatorial forest. And in the equatorial forest, the trees are very tall and the leaves are very broad and the trees will not shut down the leaves at a time. Throughout the year, if you see, you can look them green. That is the reason we call them as evergreen forest. And here we find monkeys and other animals here. And come next, it is moderate or medium rainfall. You find this region around the heavy rainfall. Here it rains in summer and we are having a tall grass and some trees between them. And the grass is so tall that even an elephant can hide here. And that is the reason we find many wild animals here. We find even grass-eating animals and wild animals here. And next one is the low rainfall, where you find in the north and in the south. This is the place where it rains very less and where it is very, very hot. So here we are having in the north part, you are having Sahara Desert and in the south, you are having Kalahari Desert. And here what type of trees grows means thorny bushes. Now let us see the vegetation or the type of plants which are grown in Africa. And as I said you, we are having equator and on the either side of equator, we are having a forest. So you find equatorial forest. Here the trees are very, very tall. And surrounding it, you find grasslands and between the grasslands, you're finding some trees. And next is a region where it is only green, there it is a grasslands and these grasslands are called as savanna grasslands. And as here grass is plenty, you find grass eating animals like zebra, deer, elephants and different types of other animals which eat grass. As you are having grass eating animals present here, you have even animals which eat these animals, flesh eating animals also like tiger, lion, fox. So this is a place where you find wild animals. Different types of wild animals is found in Africa. And here the brown color is showing you the mountains and the light brown is showing you the desert. So here, see, zones of heavy rainfall are having tall forest and dense forest here. And zones of moderate rainfall, there we are finding grasslands. And these grasslands are called as savanna grasslands. And the zone where you are having less rainfall, there you are having desert type of vegetation. So these are the animals which Africa it is famous for: elephant, zebra, giraffe, hippopotamus, lion, tiger. So variety of animals, wildlife you can find in Africa. Okay, children. So in this lesson, we learn where Africa is located and the latitudes, important the three latitudes and the rivers, desert. So here you can look at the questions and you can find out the answers. Explain the region rainfall pattern in the equatorial region and how has the river Nile helped to develop a civilization in a desert. Thank you.